Barcelona's famous club anthem ringing around the camp now. It's a petition for a mosaic. A check on the two lineups then. Barcelona are unchanged from the 11 that took to the field in that impressive Champions League win here in midweek against Internazionale of Milan. So it means Rafinha, one of the homegrown players, gets the start, effectively the replacement for Messi. Took his chance in midweek, scored a goal, generally played very well. And there's no question that Barcelona have the... Sergio Ramos' no appearance, 5 red cards in that time, so important he keeps his discipline. Real Madrid, 2 changes from the Champions League starting 11 in midweek, the win over Victoria Pilsen. Thibaut Courtois returns in goal for Keylor Navas. Rafa Varane is restored to the centre of defence. Nacho switches to right back. Lucas Vazquez drops out. Just looking at that substitutes bench, it's certainly weaker than we've seen.
Passes, 1 and 2 touch play.
Here's Gareth Bale. Only Benzema to hit, and he's found him. He had to take it first time, but Gareth Bale did very well to pick out Ben target.
Well, certainly does. He breaks in behind the defence, behind the right-back position. Benzema does well, just holds his position when the boys slightly dragged back behind.
For everything, the players have to take their share of the responsibility. Now an excellently timed run. Great control as well from Jordi Alba. Coutinho! Barcelona strike where we fully expected them to strike. Those runs from Jordi Alba down in behind the right-back position. At this time, the cross from Jordi Alba perfectly into the stride of Philippe Coutinho. And the Brazilian, in only his second Clásico appearance, gets his first goal against Real Madrid.
And how easy is this? One ball in behind, they're threatened on them already on 3 or 4 occasions to get Jordi out in that type of position. On this occasion, he does exactly the right thing. Good movement. Luis Suarez attacks the near post, takes defenders away from him, and he just cuts it back into the path of Philippe Coutinho. It's not an easy chance, it's rather easy, but I've seen the missed in a Clásico. Far too much space for a player of his quality.
That just reared up a little bit on Ter Stegen. Couldn't hold on to it first time. Shot coming in from Marcelo.
Sure, Lopetegui's going
Good start to the campaign of being consistent all the way through. Here's Rafinha, just held up by Ramos. Needs to be careful with that. It's played to Artur! Good save from Courtois.
Ramos passing across his own 18-yard box. Barcelona still trying to win the ball back, continue that little spell of pressure. Good score of him in this recent run of results for Real Madrid. And Nacho just flicks the ball away straight into the path of almost an Iniesta. Artur gets out of his feet, doesn't particularly get it in towards the top.
Move on to that. Sergio Roberto made it a little awkward, but he still gets his cross away, cleared by Piqué. Now Ramos sits up nicely. That's all he could do really from there was get it on target, but it was routine in the end for Ter Stegen.
Then he sat up, inviting him to take on the attempt, gets in front of Luis Suarez.
Space again on that left-hand side for Coutinho, and now for Jordi Alba. Fed in towards Suarez, takes a tumble, referee says play on. Times seem to stop still for a split second or two there. Everybody holding their breath, offside now Barcelona. But everyone holding their breath, not least the players in white shirts, who were hoping against hope the referee wasn't going to award a penalty. He didn't.
Do have VAR in La Liga. It's a risky challenge, isn't it? Suarez is ahead of Varane. In that position, Varane has to do his utmost to make sure he doesn't make any contact. And you know, I think there's consideration there, strong consideration. I do believe the referee is going to go to the VAR system.
Now it's clearly that Alejandro Hernandez thinks that obviously it needs more closer scrutiny from the on-pitch referee. but the feeling that they believe this is a penalty. It will be the referee's eventual final decision. There he is, taking a look at what happened.
It's dramatic, isn't it?
Here is his decision. Penalty. Lopetegui lopes back to his seat. Shake of the head from the Real Madrid head coach. And after that long deliberation, the first Clásico using the VAR system, Luis Suarez with the chance to make it 2-0. No mistake from the Uruguayan. 7 goals in the Clásico now for Luis Suarez. Who needs Messi?
Well, we talked about the big players stepping up, didn't we? And two that we kept mentioning, Coutinho and Suarez for Barcelona. Coutinho with the opening goal. Suarez fell to a penalty, takes responsibility, steps up, slot. There we see he has the urgency to get across Varane at the near post. Varane has to do more. He has to be initially sharper, get ahead of Suarez. He doesn't. Then you can't make contact. You can't knock over the striker. In my opinion, the correct decision. Suarez makes no mistake, gives Barcelona the 2-goal lead and the perfect position. Tough time for Real Madrid. To be a good penalty as well, didn't it? Courtois falling.
Evidence. Once again, here we go. Look at the room here for Jordi Alba. This is getting embarrassing for Real Madrid. Suarez wasn't too far away from getting a touch on that. It's probably all he needed, and it would have been 3-0.
It's incredibly naive, isn't it, to see a Real Madrid team coached by the former international manager of Spain to allow this to continue. It's been a slight change. Again, look at the space. No one is within 15 metres of Jordi Alba. If Rafinha attacks the far post, if they can get another body or two in the penalty area, Barcelona then...
Varane. Suarez, stronger there than Ramos. Excellent looking cross! Nobody able to feed, despite the efforts of Suarez, who delivered the cross to get in there. Busquets.
Up there after a set piece, he's never in a rush to get back. There's the eventual attempt from Rafinha. Just curls wide of that far post. Suarez with the delivery towards the far side of the goal. In PK4, it's more suitable to playing as a wing-back. Marcelo, likewise on the left side for Real Madrid.
Rakitic. Had it got a touch. Rafinha would have been offside anyway, but played very well against Sevilla in the last league game here at the Camp Nou. Here's Marcelo. So very little of him getting forward. It's a good cross though. More than that, it was an excellent cross and very well defended by Longley.
That's the intention, isn't it? To get careless play from Barcelona, but again a lack of desire from Real Madrid players to get back and help their defenders.
Here's Bale, taken on now by Benzema to Vasquez. Towards Isco, it's much better from Real Madrid. Marcelo scores for the 3rd successive game, the Brazilian. And Real Madrid are certainly right back into this Clásico.
Well, he was drastic with the tactical change at half-time. The idea to avoid having him to have to defend. And they work this again so easy. Isco does well. Gets to the byline, cuts it back. Real Madrid players. Gareth Bale almost gets there at the near post. Deflected by Clement Longley. Marcelo has got an awful lot to aim at. Shows composure. Gets the ball under control. To Stegen going to his right. The ball goes to his left. The goalkeeper wrong-footed. Real Madrid, of course, back in this game now. see how much the game can swing on the basis of Suarez doesn't make the most of it.
Gareth Bale, who got free there, couldn't do much with his cross. Marcelo can, and the header's over. And that was a chance for Ramos. He's offside anyway. Wouldn't have counted. How often has Sergio Ramos got in positions like that?
Now Real Madrid, completely different team. And they look like
Barcelona fans getting anxious, and with every good reason, because Modric has hit the inside of the post. Attitude has to be Busquets. Rakitic. Sergio Roberto in behind. Suarez off the post. Lovely move from Barcelona.
it's a patient build-up. Rakitic with the clip over the top. Marcelo sees him. Look at the space that opens up. Marcelo is just hoping the ball goes out of play. They're at 6s and 7s at the back, Real Madrid, but they are chasing the game. Suarez with the volley.
Rafinha doesn't want to lose possession there, but he has. It's a lovely pass from Kroos. He was offside. I don't think the referee has seen it. Yes, he has.
Yeah, again,
flags up from the assistant.
It's poor play from Rafinha again, though, isn't it? Straightforward play. You get the opportunity. Your team are under pressure. You can see he's just leaning offside there. It's good. But good defending again. Last-ditch defending from PK. He's furious with Rafinha. But he did exactly the same mistake.
Barcelona really settled. They fully deserved their 2-0 half-time lead. But that goal from Marcelo, both sides have hit the woodwork, and that was close again. That was a lovely ball played in, and Artur seeking out here, but it's just a corner.
It's Jordi Alba joining up in the attack there, isn't it? Yeah. No idea.
So two things haven't quite gone Rafinha's way in the second half. He'll get the hook, but we'll see shortly. Here, space now for Lucas Vazquez, 3 white shirts to hit. Excellent cross, header's over. What an opportunity for Benzema. Has to score.
Well, he talks about this run and form from Real Madrid, but they're not scoring goals. They're relying on a left back to get their goals, to finish off the chances that come their way. Heavy for Benzema. Great work from Vazquez. The wing-back system has worked for Real Madrid in the second half. I'm afraid Benzema has to score out. It's not the highest in terms of...
But the qualities that he has, pace to burn, and immediately stretches his legs and picks out the pass here. And Barcelona have Real Madrid stretched to very good effect. It's a wonderful header from Luis Suarez. Well, Real Madrid have looked several times looking like they were going to get redemption here at the Camp Nou. But Barcelona have restored their 2-goal advantage. 2 goals on the day for Luis Suarez. Barcelona 3, Real Madrid 1.
Well, in his absence, it needs to step up. The experienced striker. Dembele does well, does the simple thing. Good attacking play from Barcelona in terms of a 2-1 ahead, getting numbers forward. Semedo's trying to get there. So Sergio Roberto drills it into Luis Suarez. The power is on the cross. It's only a short cross. Suarez uses the power from the deliveries from Sergio Roberto, and he deflects it. It's almost a deflection, a heavy deflection. Knows exactly the technique needed, and that should, I say should, it's that type of season, should wrap up the game for Barcelona.
Well, he's just become a father for the 3rd time, and life is good.
In classic, because there's about 200 Real Madrid supporters in the stadium, isn't it?
Oh, mistake here by Ramos, and Suarez is in for a hat-trick. No mistake. The 25th hat-trick in Clasico history goes to Luis Suarez. Game over.
And what a super finish as well. Second half for Real Madrid. Didn't look as if they had any chance of getting back into it. Marcelo gets the goal. It almost looked inevitable that Real Madrid were going to get the equaliser. They did of their dominance at that time, and Barcelona have got regrouped and have found real form back in front of goal. And of course, it has to be Luis Suarez. I talked about in the absence of Messi, and he's done everything you require of a striker. He's been aggressive, he's chased lost causes, and most importantly, finished any chance that has come his way. Super performance from Luis Suarez.
Back to his best and back to the top of the table, Barcelona. Those journalists and broadcasters who support Barcelona are even clapping and cheering every pass around us in our commentary position here. This is Dembele. Oh, it must be, it is! Arturo Vidal. Real Madrid are sunk and sunk many fathoms. Below safety for Lopetegui, below safety for these celebrated players. There is nowhere to hide. It's a whitewash for the team in white. And a day to remember for those with an allegiance to Barcelona.
Incredible scenes, Kevin. Embarrassing for Real Madrid. Excellent play from Barcelona. Enjoying the keep ball session. Getting the ball up wide to Dembele. He beats the defender far too easy. Lovely little chip in towards the 6-yard box. Courtois must be thinking, what on earth has happened to the Real Madrid that he thought he was joining? That's too easy to beat Nacho. Vasquez too late. Vidal unmarked. 6 yards out. 5 goals for Barcelona.
Well, Terry, it takes me back to 2010 and that 5-0 win for Barcelona under Pep Guardiola here. It's not been anywhere near that level of performance from Barcelona that we saw that day. Parapet said they believed in the coach, they wanted to play for the coach. You'd hardly have known it today. The attitude has been terrible, and Suarez nearly had another. Denied by Courtois from point blank. Record worst run in La Liga for 19 years. Mariano's worked that nicely. Benzema can't find the consolation. Has the decision to make.
Well, it's a good give and go, isn't it? Again, Benzema missed. Let's not forget this is a team that's won the last 3 Champions Leagues.